How are we there, guys? And welcome to another episode of the Smashing Crossbar Podcast. I hope you can hear me. I do apologise for last week's episode with, who was it? Bloody freaking Benny. Who was it? Bloody I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. Shane. Oh, that bloke. That bloke. That bloke. That bloke, indeed. Absolute legend. Big shout out to Shane for jumping on the podcast last week. Again, it was muchly appreciated to sit down and talk a little bit about the Jets. Season so far. It's been an interesting one. Good start for the last couple of weeks, and then a little bit of a blunder.
All this come to Melbourne and we all fall to shit.
Yeah, so we will talk about the game that was 4-0 victory to victory. We're going to talk about the Socceroos as well. We're going to talk about the Socceroos squad that was named by Graham Arnold yesterday. We're also going to talk about the Jets W League. We're going to talk a little bit about that and a few of the signings that they've signed. New signings we're going to look at, not the existing ones that have re-signed as good as they are. We'll talk a little bit about who they've picked up in the off season and concentrate a little bit on that, considering that we are only a couple of weeks away from that kicking off.
I am here, and yes, I'm not as sick as I was last week.
Very good, mate. Very good. We will talk.
Still got a cough, but we're getting there.
We're getting there. So we'll talk about the game against Melbourne Victory. We'll talk also.
Look, can we not?
Yeah, no, it'll be a very quick one.
Do I have to suffer through it again?
It'll be a very quick one. There wasn't too much exciting bits to that, but as I said, we'll discuss that. We'll talk about the game on Saturday against Melbourne City at the end of the show, and we'll touch on the Champions League and Europa League draws that were announced as well the other day.
Conference drawn yet?
Sorry?
Did conference get drawn yet?
I'm not sure, actually. It's a good question.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, good question. I didn't even think about it, to be fair. All us teams who play in the Champions League. Yeah. When they come up and join us up here with the big leagues, I'll worry about it.
Well, it is.
Yeah, well, I suppose you are right. Mate. We can hear you. Very
we're
good.
Just going to remember that there's 3 now, not 2. You got
Elliot.
The blue one, the orange one, and the green one.
G'day, guys. I put down God of War for you lot. And so you should. We don't cost nowhere near as much as that game.
Why
God of War?
Just interested. Why God of War?
Why annoy him? He's put it down regardless.
Of all the games you could be playing.
Enough said. He's put it down.
Draw for the knockout round playoffs. It has been drawn. Drawn on Monday. I will send you the photo.
Yes, a very happy Victory fan here. Yeah, there you go. There is one. There's always one in there. Lukey's here. Welcome, mate. Welcome. New one came out today. Oh, very good. Very good. How's it going? How is it, Elliot? We'll talk a little bit. We'll talk to our fans. We'll talk to the chat. First of all, how is it, Elliot? How's it going? Is it good? Not a big. I wouldn't. I can't.
Came out today. I haven't played God of War in fucking years.
I was just gonna say. I'm not a big fan. But look, let's be honest. I'm just kidding myself. I'm not a fan at all. It's not to say
football. What's going on, buddy?
No, it's not even that I'm not a fan. It's just something I've never really picked up, and
yeah, neither.
You know, I'm sure if I picked it up, it might be all right, and I might enjoy it. But I just never picked it up. So why start now when there's X amount of games out there? It's just
plenty of good ones coming.
Worth the $100. There you go.
Oofed.
Can't believe Kanarowski wasn't named.
Heaps of names that should have been on that team list that weren't. We'll get into that.
Oh, Ben Kanarowski named on the freaking Socceroos squad. I feel you. I don't understand how he didn't get on there. Good bet. I like it. Very frustrating few games. Do you guys think we can turn it around this weekend? Tough game.
Do you want the short answer?
Oh.
No.
Ouch.
No.
Wow.
Being brutally honest, no.
Wow. Talk about a friggin' Newcastle Jets fan. Fuck.
I'm just being brutally honest, like everybody else seems to have been this past week.
Yeah, look, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
So I did manage to, thanks to Lukey, find the Twitter account of that person that was going blah blah.
It's going to be interesting to see if see when the guys jet out from the squad. Obviously, McLaren was named. Atkinson? Is he? No, he's moved. He's moved. He's over in fucking Scotland now. It was the other one. Cruz, not Cruz.
Lecky.
So those two should be out.
Yeah,
Like,
Lecky and McLaren.
To me, if the squad's been named, I'd be getting those blokes over there as soon as possible, especially the A-League ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they miss one game, so be it. And then, your English guys and so forth next week. Cruz.
Lukey.
Yeah, sorry.
Good
mate.
against the shit teams, shit against the good teams. Welcome to becoming a Birmingham City supporter.
Mate,
Welcome to being a Birmingham City supporter.
It's so ironic that we don't talk before these podcasts. We don't really discuss what we're going to talk about because we're not professional.
But that's what's good about it. No, but that's what's good about it.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
But the funny thing was, I'd written down in my notes a little segment, a little skit, a little doobie of the game that was. I mean, I'd hate to be a Birmingham fan. How long?
I wouldn't.
How long do you have to wait before Deanie friggin' decides to friggin' go, I'll score now. I'll score now. Like, seriously, 89 minutes and counting.
In traditional Birmingham City fashion, in the 89th minute.
Seriously, I could not have watched a fucking more boring game of friggin' bloody shit.
I don't care. We're still 9 on the bounce.
Holy cow. It was just like...
I couldn't tell you the last time we were 9 games undefeated.
Mate, oh my God.
I could not tell you.
I don't know how many times... I could tell you how many times I was nodding off.
And again, with Swansea being on form at the moment, fuck me, I'd take a 2-2 draw in the last second.
Oh, man. Tell you what.
I'd take it.
Not an off moment. I don't know.
You know what? It's because I now am the proud owner of this. I now own a Birmingham City shirt in the season that it is currently being worn. Thanks to my uncle.
Yeah, I just don't know. I was sitting there watching it, and I'm just like, sort of, just nodding off and coming back.
I wouldn't have watched it.
Oh, mate, it was.
I looked at the stats on my way to work because the phone was going off, and I'm like, oh, fucking. Here we go. I'm looking at the stats going, oh, it's a typical Birmingham defensive affair.
Well, the thing was, I didn't have to turn anything on. I just turned the TV on. Like, I wasn't going to search for it. It just popped. Yeah. It was on the channel that I was watching previously before I went to bed. And it was on, and I'm sitting there going, holy shit, it's 1-1. What the fuck? And, yeah, away you go. So, yeah, no, good effort.
Very underrated at the minute. We're sitting in 10th.
Yeah, going all right.
Which is the highest position we've sat in since fucking Rowett.
Gary Rowett.
And that's going back now.
Yeah. What do we got?
Anyway, last I checked, this wasn't a Birmingham City Cop.
That's exactly right. I do rate Pappas from a Victory fan, so keep faith. No, look, he's going all right. He's going all right.
Rate him.
I'll be very interested to see what comes out of his mouth tomorrow when the All Access is released at 7:30, I think it is, on Keep Up and
all I'll say is that had the cameras not been point blank in his face that night, because that's when they recorded it, old mate that was losing his nana, Pappas would have jumped the concrete wall at Amy Park. He was this close.
Oh, really?
He was close.
Far out.
He nearly fucking gave him what for. As did Hoffy.
Well, we may as well quickly dissect the game that was. What do we got? So it started with, there was Weir, Jenkinson, Elsey made a return from suspension, Natta, McGarry, O'Neill, Thurgate, Dutz, Millia, Piscopo, Sotirio, and Mekoltazzi back off the bench into the starting 11. with Duncan, Ingham, Hoffman, German, Bahaja, Altay, and Grozos on the bench. Interesting to think, Ingham sitting on the bench and plays for his national team. Yeah, underrated, I think. I think he goes all right. Don't mind him, to be honest. He's been playing some good football when he gets his chance, and yeah, bit stiff, I reckon. To be honest,
haven't seen enough of him this season to make a call. But if I'm basing on what I saw last season, he can stay on the pine. He likes to get forward as a fullback.
He does indeed.
Struggles to get back.
Yeah. It's like Cruz freaking helping out the midfield. Just doesn't happen. What do you got? Anyone know what the angry guy is? Reckon it's an A-League plant for the drama conspiracy.
No.
Ooh.
No, it was not. Josh, remember those blokes that I always call when we used to go to games in Melbourne, the three amigos?
Yeah.
3 blokes that are always there.
Yeah, always there, yeah.
It was an old mate there with the moustache, the chubbier bloke.
Oh, right.
That's who it was.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, that rings a bell.
Mind you, if you dig a little deeper into that, I mean, I don't want to get into the whole
St. Alexander.
like shit behind it.
Yeah.
Because I sort of sat there that night and just went, mate, go up the top, leave them alone, go have a breath. Yeah, we play like arse.
Yeah.
I understand that you're upset. I understand the passion. I've been there before. But you just need to take yourself out of the situation, compose yourself, and come back.
Yep.
Especially when they're over there fucking shaking hands and shit. Because he opened his mouth that little bit wide, Jenko walked off, and I never got my Birmingham City shirt signed, which really pissed fucking me off. Because I wore it specifically for it. Jenko didn't come over.
Oh.
He heard him go. He shook 2 people's hands, heard old mate fucking go off, and turned around and walked off.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's pretty piss poor. It's
Old mate has since come out and apologised.
Yep.
I don't know exactly what was said. Because he was a good 3.5 metres away from me. But he was going along the lines of, this is unacceptable. We'll be here when you're gone. Individually criticising individuals' performances.
Yep.
Not just from that game, but in prior games as well. And then call Pappas' management into contention.
Yeah, right. Should I?
But even Pappas was telling the boys, oi, just leave it. Just ignore it.
Yeah.
But you could tell that Arthur was getting really irate.
Yeah.
I did have a quick chat with him.
Yeah.
Him and Mickey.
Yeah. Yeah, Genwell, you guys do away.
I still live in Melbourne, so I'll always be there.
Benny's always there. I'm going to try and get down.
Even while half dying last week, I was there.
Yeah, Melbourne's fixtures this year are pretty average, which makes life difficult for me. The other thing as well is flights are making things very difficult because there are no cheap flights anymore. It is absolutely dog shit.
Not at the moment.
What you were getting charged to travel away. That's just a sense. Doesn't matter where it is. Wherever you're trying to travel away to watch your team is absolute dog shit. What you're expected to pay for one person. You know.
You know why? And this won't just be Australia domestically. This will be everywhere internationally because my old band flies out to England Friday afternoon.
Yep.
It's people that are trying to move across the world for World Cup. Right? So the airlines see that as an opportunity because if people can take more stops by going to countries that aren't associated with the World Cup to get to the World Cup, they'll do that because it works out cheaper.
Yep.
So everybody raises their prices across the board. Doesn't matter whether even if they fly from, say, I don't know, somewhere in South America to Melbourne and then have to catch a domestic flight from Melbourne to Sydney to then leave from Sydney to go to somewhere in Asia, especially with the World Cup being in the Middle East. Australia and the rest of Asia is a very good and easy hub for them to get there. So its flights across the world itself have just raised both domestically and international to try and do what they do and make a bit of greed off it.
Yeah, look, it's pretty it's like, I take that into consideration, but
it's also time of year too.
It's just been dog shit, but the whole year it's just been a joke, just trying to get.
Not really. My flights up in Niue weren't overly expensive.
Yeah, well, you got lucky. But again, it's not something that you can sort of do and just sort of prep a couple of weeks out. You got to try and book these flights months and months in advance to try and get a discount. And I think Newbie just put up the good one as well. Again, you can't guarantee getting home. The wife's father and sister were up on the weekend, and they were due to fly out at 2:30 p.m. on the Sunday. They eventually left at 10 o'clock. Friggin' dog shit. They got to the airport at about 1 o'clock. They were told at 1:45 that the flight had been cancelled. At that point, no reschedule. The flight then wasn't rescheduled until 7 p.m.
Fuck.
So therefore, the wife dropped them off and then went back and picked them up and then brought them back, and then arguments with Virgin, not Jetstar, Virgin, about the flights and shit and what they.
I didn't think you could fly from Melbourne to Niue through Virgin.
Of course you can. Jetstar and Virgin.
Not that I ever would, because they're expensive as fuck.
100%. 100%.
But again, you've flown with me. I don't care about the creature comforts. I throw my headphones on and throw a movie on my phone, and I'm done.
Yeah, 100%. Give me this
I'm happy. Just give me my dirt water halfway up, and we're good.
Give me Bonza. Give me Bonza Airways. Like, I don't give a shit. No, it's cheap as shit. I don't give a crap. I'll sit in the cargo cage.
Wonder how much Victory pay for fucking flights. Probably considerably less now.
I wonder if they get a discount on their flights because they.
I wonder if everyone in the A-League gets a discount because of it.
Yeah, mate. No.
I wouldn't put it past them.
True. Very true. Very true.
Hey, to be brutally honest, of all the airports in the world that I would like to be stuck at, I tell you what, Niue's up there on my list. It's small, it's quaint, it's quiet. You don't have to fucking walk half a mile to get anywhere or do anything. 100%. If I want to go for a fucking smoke, I don't have to walk fucking 3 kilometres away like Tullamarine.
Yep.
And I just walk straight out the front, like.
And there's a bar.
The lines,
fucking happy days.
The bars there. The lines through security's fucking small. Yep. Like.
100%. 100%.
It's one of the better airports to be fucking stuck at. To be fair.
Shrink around Australia too big. Yeah. Very true. Very true, Jen Will.
What was that, Jen Will? I don't know if you guys do away days, Melbourne, but do you usually get Melbourne-based? Niue Jets fans. Well, yeah, that's me. And yes, there are a few.
There's a few. There's a couple.
There's a few.
A couple down in Geelong.
There's a few what we would deem usual suspects.
Yep.
There's the 3 amigos, most definitely.
Yep. Yeah. I'd say
they're there at every game.
I'd say if they all came at the one game, if everybody down there that we've seen over the years, I'd say there'd probably be about 30 to 40, I reckon, down there.
I basically sat with Dill, and I caught up with Dill at the pub beforehand. And he was with, fuck mate, I haven't seen this cunt in ages, Darren.
Yep.
It was basically me, Dill, and Darren fucking all night.
Wow. Funny as. Good on
Super.
Good on.
It's fucking scary.
Good on Super.
Darren knew I was.
Good. Fucking oath. So we should.
I haven't seen him in ages.
But yeah, look, we need to sort out something. We're going to try and sort out a tour of duty, something, even for us.
I'm hearing whispers Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane's probably the most likely, just because it's at Easter, which is a pain in the ass because it's expensive. Just because you got to try and book accommodation and Christ knows what.
I don't have to worry about accommodation.
Oh, if I try,
I have plenty of places in Queensland. Like I say, I just camp out with Andy.
Yeah.
Either that or crit.
But yeah, so I don't know. We'll try and sort something out. There's not much to choose from, unfortunately, which is pretty dog shit. In the way of away days, I think we've sort of spoken about it beforehand. I think it was like New Zealand, Brisbane, and Perth. That's it.
Yeah, I want to do Perth, but I don't think I'll get to it.
League Cup rundown as well. Oh, the League Cup, far out. I didn't even consider the League Cup. Honestly, I just thought I thought the big ones.
We get it on Paramount, so.
Well, yeah, lucky enough we get a bit of it on Paramount now, which is good. But yeah,
I made the joke to my mum earlier today. I said they just need the Champions League off stand and they got the Holy Trinity.
That's it. No, there's a couple of good games. In the lower divisions and so forth.
Yeah, Gillingham shocked somebody on penalties.
Yeah.
I saw some article on Facebook while I was scrolling through at work today.
Yep. Anyway, quickly, slowly moving off what we were here to talk about. The game that was Melbourne victory, 1-0 down at halftime, which I thought was, from what I seen of it, I was at work and didn't really catch it until the second half. Probably should have been 0-0 from what I've been hearing from Ben and every other Jets fan out there.
I will say it, and I will quote the exact same thing that I said to you. McGarry had time to swing his leg.
Yeah.
Nanny then had time to stop, think, take 2 steps, write a fucking novel, and then fall over.
Nice.
He had time.
Yeah.
You can tell he's old. He's an older player.
Yeah.
Because if he'd have done that back in his heyday at United, he would have fell over straight away. There wouldn't have been any delay or lag. People watching on Paramount wouldn't have noticed the difference with all the lag that they were experiencing. So, you can see.
Yeah.
Like, he had time to think about it. What he was going to do. And he took 2 steps before he made the decision.
Yep.
And they were 2 pretty solid good steps. Like, his body was still upright. He wasn't hunched over in those 2 steps to try and keep himself up. He was already upright. So he chose to fall over.
At the end of the day, we've got Jen Will here. He's a Victory fan.
Oh, come on. Are you even going to entertain that?
Was it a penalty?
We all know what they're going to say. They're all going to say no.
Was it a penalty?
They're all going to say no. Why are they going to say no? Because they hadn't scored a goal in fucking 3 games and they desperately needed one. They will say anything to make sure that continues. There we go. It wasn't even a dive. I want to buy the novel that Nanny had time to write while he decided what he was going to do for that penalty.
He hasn't scored.
Because I tell you what, it'd want to be a decent read.
No, he
had time to write a fucking Twilight novel.
He hasn't scored yet, so he's just taking his frustration.
Come fucking close.
Didn't even get to take the penalty. That's
a bit rough.
How stiff is that? Faked everybody out of his shoes. Surely you could fake the keeper. Like, Jesus Christ. What do we got? KDB. Did one.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne. What was I going to say about that? So 1-0 at half time. Other goals to, I think it was Economides, D'Agostino, and then of course Fornaroli comes on with fucking 10 minutes to go and
his doesn't count. It was a penalty.
Takes the penalty in front of the
Victory.
Victory.
Doesn't count. It was a penalty
in front of the Victory fans who gave his mum so much shit in the chants and the crap they were speaking about when he was at City, and he's in there loving life like a pig in blanket. Just outrageous.
Just goes to show how
outrageous.
I mean, we've always said that the Jets fans are fickle.
Yeah.
But fuck me, Victory. This is a man you despised with a passion for a good 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And now you think he's the best thing since sliced bread. My, how the times change.
Well, friggin' enjoy it.
My.
Enjoy it while it lasts. He's probably got about 5 or so games left in him before his injury replacement status is provoked, and then...
But that's fine, because then they can sign him in January anyway.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They need to try and somehow work out how they're going to do that.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the logical thing.
He's on an injury replacement for... who's the defense? It's Baranovic.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Yeah.
So they've replaced... They've got him on an injury replacement contract to get him in.
Yeah.
Because they're desperate.
Yeah. They're not, but yeah.
No, they are. They were.
Sporanovic take a defender out and freaking bring another attacker in. Yeah,
well, again, you'd be desperate for an attacker if you haven't scored in fucking 3 games.
Poor young defenders sitting there going, I've got a chance. We've signed 4 in a row. Well, there goes that chance. Looks like they're going to run 3 at the back.
They still ran 4 at the back.
No, they ran 4 at the back on the weekend. Jen Will, I'd agree. I don't think, even if that penalty
the Jets were poor.
If the penalty didn't go in, or it wasn't allowed at all, and we went into half-time at 0-0, I still think we would have got done 3-0. I still think we didn't do enough.
We were poor.
In the middle. We were sloppy in the back line, and that's... When I mean sloppy, I'm not talking about overly missed...
It's classic Jets.
I'm not so much talking about they missed tackles and stuff like that. I just think their positioning was very poor. Where they were standing in comparison to previous weeks, how deep they were sitting, it was another issue.
They gave them the option to shoot from the top of the box, which is something you cannot give victories at times.
Not with victory. Not with the likes
because
of...
Because they will punish you.
Not with the likes of D'Agostino and Economides, who could have certainly scraped their way into that.
They fucking ping balls like that for fun. You've got to step up to them.
Yeah. They could have easily...
You've got to close them early.
They could have easily scraped their way into the Socceroos squad. There's no question about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those players, those 2 boys, mate, far out. They can play football. You put it friggin'... Would you take Cummings or would you take D'Agostino? Oof. That's a tough call. D'Agostino.
I would on current form, I would take D'Agostino over Cummings, and that's not because Cummings is a coastie either.
No, I just think D'Agostino's getting more service. I think he's getting better service from the midfield.
But he's doing a lot of that work himself, even Brimmer.
And I was going to say, he's dropping back more. He's looking for the ball. He wants the ball.
He's doing a Becker.
Yeah. What do we got? We haven't seen Gary at all. I think he's just doing the rehab now.
Gary came on.
Gary, come on. Yeah, I was going to say, come on. He come on for something. 10 minutes.
I don't think he'll move on.
No, he's a good player. Honestly, he's a good player. I don't mind him.
All right, Gary.
He's definitely not shit. Nah, put it that way.
Trust me, you can be doing a lot worse than Gary.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Yeah, he's definitely not.
Fullbacks in the A-League are a premium.
Yeah, there's nothing.
You don't get good ones.
I wouldn't say he's at the top of the tree, but mate,
best one on form at the moment. And it pains me to fucking say this. Is Matt Miller.
Nah.
It's Matt Miller. He's already scored 2 goals.
Yeah, the header.
He does what he used to do for the Jets.
Yeah.
Except he just gets... They know to aim for him at MacArthur. The Jets didn't. Just fell to him.
We missed Davidson. Oh, God. Jesus.
Oh.
No.
Oh, see, I disagree with that.
Yeah, no.
Cadete was fucking having a ball against the Jets.
Yeah.
I wouldn't exactly call it a lifeline to Bobby Burns. I'd have Bobby back.
Oh yeah, I'd
have Bobby back.
Yep, for sure.
Difference is that I would sign him to a longer term contract.
Yeah.
Make him commit.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that. Anyway, pardon me. We could be talking about this for ages. That's pretty much. Yeah, in a nutshell, the game was average. We were poor, and because of it, end of story. We got punished. That's the end of. That's it. There's no question about it. Do I think we should have got beat 4-0? Probably not. But unfortunately, it was our own doing, and it could have been worse. Yeah. All at our own doing.
Maybe it's the wake up call they need.
It wasn't so much that the fact that the victory played that well. We just played that bad. And
we played bad. The victory was pretty average.
Yeah, it was just the pressure. We just couldn't handle their pressure. Three weeks in a row. Melbourne victory. No, but 3 weeks in a row for Melbourne victory. But I'm talking Melbourne victory. Last 3 weeks, Melbourne victory. Absolute poor.
Yeah. Poor. See, we as the Jets, we press pretty hard and pretty high. Like from the get-go. When we come up against a team that has the exact same thing, like does the exact same thing, but pushes harder against us because they try and do it to us to nullify ours.
Yep.
The boys go lost.
Yeah.
They get lost. They don't know how to cope with it. And then they make those small mistakes. And the one at the front will make a mistake, one in the midfield will make a mistake, and one of the defenders will make a mistake in that situation, and we just get run over. And they sit there and go, well, what do we fucking do? It was obvious with the Wanderers. Wanderers knew that was our game plan, and they came up and they fucking pushed us hard.
Yep.
And the boys just stand there and they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They get lost. And Victory did the exact same thing.
So yeah, at the end of the day, 4-0 loss to the Jets. We got punished with by our own mistakes at the end of the day. Hopefully, at the end of I guess we will see tomorrow what it was like in the dressing sheds and everything leading up to the game and stuff like that. We can't take the fact that there was cameras around and shit like that as an excuse. I'm sure some people would probably do that. But at the end of the day, the cameras weren't on the players. The cameras are on the coach, and as far as I'm concerned, the coach has said what he needed to say 4 weeks ago. The season would have been laid out. The plan for the season would have been done before round one. So a coach shouldn't have to say much more week in, week out. They know. The players know what's expected. Not much changes week in, week out. As someone who's had a bit of coaching experience, it doesn't change. Every week is the same. You're expecting nothing less of the boys other than their absolute best. And if they're not producing their best, the coach is the first person to see that. Because we only see what happens on game days. We don't really get to see what happens behind closed doors at trainings and stuff like that. So, they know when you look at, say, I don't know, someone's not in the squad or whatever it is, there's probably a good reason why. Whether it be, I don't know, lack of enthusiasm, they're stale, whatever. So, anyway, we'll find out tomorrow, I guess. We'll see what happens. Everyone just stay tuned and check in, I guess, to watch what happens with the documentary that is focused on the Jets this week, which is good. Good to see a little bit of publicity, I suppose, coming the Jets' way. Look out for Benny, I suppose, is the other one. How many times how many times they pan to the crowd? Not too many, considering we got beaten.
No, I was smart boy. I sat halfway up the bay.
Very good. What have we got here? O'Neill said Newcastle will be very surprised with their performance this weekend against City. They're hungry for a win before the break. Yeah, who wouldn't be?
That's fine, but why should we be surprised? It should be the standard every week.
They were playing handball in training yesterday. Hand-eye coordination. Very good. I'm interested in
again. Why should we be surprised with their performance against City? It should be the same every week. They come out and they give their all.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
I'm interested.
Call it as it is. And we just want to win.
Oh
God, Western United tragics are here.
Look out.
Benny!
Look out, who are you?
I've been holding you guys up against Josh. Josh has been ready to rail you guys, and all I've said is I'm just like, no, it's just championship unluckiness, defending champion troubles.
Oh man,
have you missed me, Benny? Have we missed you?
How was Brizzy, mate? How was Brizzy? I seen you up in Brizzy the other day. That's exciting. Up in Brisbane there, mate. Welcome, mate. Anyway, feel free, jump in on the banner, have your say. Let us know what your thoughts are on Western United, mate. yeah, it's an interesting season that started off with a couple of losses, and yeah, not the Western United that everyone was, I suppose, expecting. You know, they didn't really buy a great deal of.
They never touched anything.
They really didn't. Yeah, didn't really buy much in the way of transfers and stuff like that. So, is that an issue? Could we see an overhaul come January? God knows.
Two of their first choice centre backs are out.
Have you missed me? Took a wrong turn. The army has been fucking me hard, but charges in the air. Oh, look out! Where are we off to, mate? Off to Newey. Great military base up here, mate. Convert him to a jet. Will McLaren play or he in cotton wool for World Cup? Yeah, that'd be interesting. That's the thing. I don't know. For me, if I'm selecting A-League players in that World Cup, which he has, I'd be getting them over there as quick as possible. I would be wanting to get them used to the climate, facilities, everything, for as much as humanly possible, as long as humanly possible. Except Troisi, that man makes me so sad. Oh man, I can't believe you took him off Adelaide's hands. No, far out. They would have been hailing his car out of the town. Fucking hell.
You know my thoughts on Troisi. I think he's a fucking flop.
Oh, I'm going home back to the proper West Albury. Oh, you poor bugger.
King Christ.
Come on the long trips to friggin' Western United games. That's terrible. Ah, well, mate. Forget it's good to show your passion,
there we
mate.
go. The victory have arrived now.
What's that?
They found something to cling on to. They found something nice for themselves to cling on to.
I don't know. What?
Yeah, but okay, General. So if John Aloisi becomes the manager of Melbourne Victory in 5 years' time, you can't tell me you'll be standing in the stand singing that. You'll think he's the fucking Messiah.
Couldn't handle City because they didn't have any money. Now he's
not back then.
No, that's what I mean. Couldn't handle it because he wasn't given the cash, and took his time, recuperated, and
he's learned a lot since then.
100%.
So Troisi not on the podcast next week, but I wouldn't even waste my time, noobs. Josh can run that one by himself.
He was not a chance, man. Fucking Christ! I'll get in.
I think Josh has got pretty well the same opinion of him as what I do.
I'll get Robbie and the boys from freaking Adelaide, the Red Army. They can sort him out. They can have him on the pod.
I don't think it's a fact that Western are rich. In hindsight, it doesn't really matter how rich you are in the A-League. You still can only spend the same amount as everybody else.
That's exactly right. I think
it's how you spend that money.
I think Ellie put a good one up there just before in
regards
to Sadio Mane is out of the World Cup. Yeah, well, no, that's not true. That's not true. It is looking likely, but nothing's confirmed. They will give him till frickin' the day before their game. The day of their game. They will do whatever they possibly can. They will send him anywhere to get him right. Just ownership in that. Facilities is the key. Facilities is the thing.
Facilities is a big
and that's where Elliot put in the chat just before in regards to Pappas's documentary tomorrow night. Apparently and he is right. I did read that as well, that because they train at Maitland.
Yeah, I know.
But I believe they've moved everything to Spears Point, so that they don't sort of sit there and go. Everyone who's watching it go, wow. No wonder they've been struggling.
Yeah.
So
there was nothing wrong with the uni.
Well, yeah. They just need to revamp something. You know what I mean? I don't understand why they don't.
What they need is just something that's fucking theirs, like every other club has.
Well, that's it. They've got Spears Point, which has got plenty of artificial pitches and stuff like that, some big fields and everything else. So they've got all that shit that they need, but they don't train there because it's all artificial.
Who was I talking to that said that
No, it was fucking Shane that said it. We spent the first 2 weeks training on fucking synthetic.
Tajikistan is nice this time of year. Classic.
Either Tajikistan or you can go to fucking Israel, Maccabi Hi-Fi or something.
Timmy Petratos is in India. He couldn't even get a gig. He couldn't even get a gig there. Come on.
Yeah, send him to fucking India.
Jets gym is public gym. I know someone that goes there when they do. Yeah, it's like the Jets. It's like the Knights gym at West's. It's all public. Like you go to the gym there because we take our daughter there before we move back to Melbourne.
For swimming.
Yeah, to do a swimming, and the Knights would just stream in and out of there. The place just out the front and to the right of the main door is the friggin' backdrop for where they do all their fucking interviews. It's fucking hilarious. Uni grounds gone downhill since Jets left. Yeah, well, no shit. No one else plays there.
Because nobody's maintaining it.
Oh no,
Uni don't give a fuck.
Sorry, yeah. Uni have got its sides there, but yeah, exactly right. No one gives a shit. What was I going to say? Anyway, moving on because we're rambling a bit. I want to get into the women's side of things. As I said, it's hotting up. Plenty of stuff going on over there. We have signed an absolute mozza. Got to be almost the Jets W League freaking record. The amount of
leagues women's.
No, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Jets W's league side.
No, not W anymore. Not allowed to use the W anymore.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
I know. We'll always call it the W.
It's the W, mate.
It's like that.
Sexist, mate. It's just let them have Let's let them have it.
It's not inclusive, Josh.
Yeah, I know. I always thought the A standard for friggin' amateur league in friggin' the A League. So
yeah.
Anyway, talking about the women's team, you've got Benny here, Western United. He's heavily in with that sort of crowd and everything else. They're looking good. They're shaping up for a good season.
I was actually thinking about going to their first women's game.
Oh, mate, I'm so
good. It's only down the road at City Vista.
Yeah, mate, I am so good at rambling. I could ramble all day. I could talk football all day and not talk about the topic that was needed and what we were meant to be talking about. No problem with that. Someone puts in a comment about something football related and it just...
Me and you will just bounce. That's why we elected to do the fucking podcast, because we know we can do it.
Yeah. Just that'll do.
Waffle on about one small subject for an hour.
I don't know how far...
Instead of doing it on the phone, we just do it for the comfort of everybody else. City Vista's fucking great.
In Melbourne, Collingwood Store, Victory.
Plus it's only 15 minutes down the road from my house.
Just use the same facilities. They sort of do use the same facilities, to an extent, but
they use the same fucking stadium.
Yeah, but yeah, the training facility is the Knights' own because they're pretty much owned by Wests, so the West Group. So the West Group, they've got their own gym and all that sort of shit. So that's what they use. This is where the Jets aren't, and yeah, we tried that before. Nathan Tinkler ruined it. So yeah, anyway, talking about the women's team took part in an amazing race challenge. I don't know if you've seen that on the Jets page. Freaking pretty cool. I think that's been a massive thing for the Jets as a whole, regards to the men and everything else. Obviously, Shane was telling us the other week that the boys went up to, was it Coffs? And they all carpooled with each other, sort of thing, and they had their own tasks and la-di-da and all this sort of shit. So the women did an amazing race in Newcastle, put on by some company that does it for them. Pretty much across Newcastle and so forth. They just took it in small groups and amazing race and happy days. Yeah, good to see. Good to see all the girls trying to get on the same page and starting to gel, especially, as I said, with the amount of new girls that have come in. I've counted, I think, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7...
8 or 9, I think.
8, 9, 10. 10 at this stage that I know of. Again, there could be more.
You fucking put Claire in goals, and there's an entire fucking 11.
And we've already got another keeper come in, so just need another defender or striker or midfield, and there's a completely different team. So, what do we got here? So we'll start with... Who are we going to start with? Sarah Griffith. Start with Sarah Griffith's come over. She's one of our American imports.
Don't say that.
What?
What do you think the first thing I said was when I heard that she had signed?
Sarah Griffith.
How am I going to tell the difference between her and my wife?
Why?
Griffiths, Griffin. They sound the same. You say it fucking quick enough.
One's American.
They both have the same first name.
One's American and a professional athlete. Just leave it at that. No offense.
Just call it.
No.
It's the female Griffo.
No offense to Sarah.
Either of them.
One's a professional athlete. She joins us from Chicago Red Stars for the upcoming season. Good thing, Tacker.
True.
It'll be interesting to see how she goes. Tara Andrews, Griff up top. Also signed another American forward, Murphy Agnew. For the following A-League season, Murphy joins the Jets in the season after recently playing in Iceland with Thrator Rakshevik. Yep, I butchered it. Sue me. Rakavik, whatever. Don't give a shit. But she's joined us from Iceland, so that's 2 attackers, plus Tara Andrews. That's 3. So then we've also got Staple Ford, great signing. Signs, we're delighted to announce the signing of Maitland Magpies captain Sophie Stapleford. Should have been in the A-League a couple of years ago. Well, not years, easy. She's not that old.
No, but you know what I mean.
couple of years.
She's had the quality for a while and should have been picked up by somebody.
Couple of seasons. She's done well to stay at Maitland, to be honest. I'm sure she's been scouted by plenty. It's plenty in the NPL anyway, Warners Bay and stuff like that. But she joins as well. What else have we got here? Newcastle Jets are pleased to announce the signing of goalkeeper Georgina Worth for the coming A-League women's season. Worth joins the club from Brisbane Roar, where she actually, in fact, made her A-League women's debut against the Jets back in 2017. So, a bit of competition there for Claire, which is good, which is definitely good. Claire needs some good competition. No offense to her, it's not because she's playing shit or anything like that, but at the end of the day, good competition makes you work harder and want the gig more, which then obviously only improves our goals at the end of the day. So good to see her join the squad as well. What else have we got in here? These are in no particular order, by the way, guys. Newcastle Jets are delighted to announce the signing of American defender Cannon Cloth. Sorry again if I butchered it, if it's Cloth, but it looks like Cloth. We'll run with that for the 2022-2023 season. Originally from North Carolina, Cloth joins the Jets from Brisbane Roar, where she played during the 2021-2022 season. Newcastle Jets are excited to announce the signing of Matilda's defender, Tegan Allen. Weapon. Rock in defence. Allen joins the Jets after playing last season with the Western Sydney Wanderers. Nothing better than taking quality away from Western Sydney. It's usually them doing the opposite to us, so it's good. It's nice to see it coming back. What else we got? Newcastle Jets are delighted to announce the sign of Academy defender Chloe Wallendow. I'm going with that. For the 2022-2023 A-League women's season. So they've signed a couple of young academy. Pardon me, young academy girls for the upcoming season. So it's good to see. Ash looking for a bit of youth, and as well as that, looking in our own backyard, which is good to see.
I do have a question.
Yes. Can I get through the last 3?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Last 3 is Newcastle Jets are pleased to announce the signing of American defender, so another one, Emily Garnier, for the 2023 season. 26-year-old Garnier joins the Jets from National Women's Soccer League side Chicago Red Stars. So we've got another girl from the Red Stars who have joined us. As well as that, it is another defender. Newcastle Jets are all excited to announce the signing of local junior Leia Buxty. Buxty, who plays in defence, joins the Newcastle Jets from local NPL side, the Buds. Happy days. Love to see the Buds girls get in there. I might have to get her number on my shirt, on a shirt for the girls. I think just supporting the Buds as I do. And the last one is another academy. Josie Allen signs on a scholarship deal. I believe she's a midfielder, which is interesting because we haven't really signed a midfielder other than the couple of the girls that are already in the midfield, like Cass.
You mean the ones that we let go?
Easy. I'm not going down that road. So you got Cass.
I have 2 questions in relation to all this.
With the amount of freaking defenders there, it looks like Tess might move up a bit. Go.
Yes, I was thinking. 1.
Fuck.
How many of those signings are actually Ash and not Gary Van Egmond? Come on, let's be realistic here.
I'd take a stab at probably Emily Van Egmont, the 2 red star ones.
But you know what I mean? I think it's more of a case of Gary's going, there's your options, pick. Like,
wow, he gave her an option.
There's a bit of puppet mastery, I think, going on here.
Wow, he gave her an option. You reckon?
Like, you know what I mean, though, yeah?
There's the paper, sign it.
Yeah, there's the paper, sign it, make yourself look happy.
Yeah.
The second one?
Yeah.
The second one?
Yeah.
Fuck, it mustn't have been important because I've never forgotten it. That's what it was.
Yep.
The internationals that we've had in the past, why are we not looking at them a second time? Case in point, Bryn Eckerstrom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Performed well, very well.
Yeah, we'll knock it back.
In a very underwhelming side. Was quality. Enjoyed her time.
Yeah.
Why are we not going, would you like to come back for another round? It seems our internationals, especially the ones that we get from the US, we just recycle.
Yeah.
It's 4 in, 4 out, 4 in, 4 out, 4 in, 4 out.
No, it hasn't been 4 in, 4 out. I don't even think we signed 4 internationals last year. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean, yeah?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's a revolving door. It's, hey, we like you. We like what you bring. We like you to stay. Go back, do your season in the US.
Yep.
Come back. Come back for another go. Maybe it's because they get here, they find out over the first few weeks that they get paid like fucking paupers and then go, nah, fuck that, never coming back.
Yeah. What do we got in here? Just going back here quickly. Anyone over the Volpato push in all the papers?
Yeah.
Who can blame
Over
the kid
it.
for not selecting a country yet? Yeah, 100%. 100%.
The kid has made his bed, he now needs to lie in it.
But again, that's not Arnie. Again, a lot of people freaking have a lot of shit with Arnie. We'll talk about that in a sec, in the Socceroos section. But
Not Arnie's choice.
That's got nothing to do with Arnie. Arnie tried. As a coach, you have to. You pretty much get in trouble if you don't.
Not only that, but I get a funny feeling that the FA are breathing down Arnie's neck to do something about it.
Yeah.
That push has come from higher.
Pardon me. If Jets women miss finals again this season, will Coach Wilson contract be extended to 3 or 5 year deal?
I would go with a hard no.
This is it. This is it.
This is it.
You can definitely tell by the internationals they've brought in, by the players they've signed. Again, we're up to 10 at least, the game that I've named. So, if nothing happens, if we don't play finals football this year, game over.
His entire reign has been
rubbish.
A rebuild every season.
Rubbish.
Throw everything at the wall and see what shit sticks.
Rubbish. She's just, again,
she's just not there.
She's probably an unbelievable person, and she's probably a great coach in schooling and academies and NPL and stuff like that. I just don't think she's cut out for the A League, W League, whatever you want to fucking call it, A Leagues. She has had
the other women's managers.
No, not even that. It's not even that. It's you look at the quality she's had looking after. Your Gary Van Egmonts, your Deansies, friggin', whoever's been at the head, Arthur Pappas. I'm sure he's definitely saying stuff to her and everything else, and previous coaches in the past. You know what I mean? Like, she's not around shit coaches. She's around good quality coaches who would do anything at a club level to support and help their fellow staff members. So it's not like she hasn't been given or got the push or the help. Surely.
Or the guidance.
The guidance, yes, that's the perfect word. The guidance, you know what I mean? It's just, unfortunately, just has not worked for her. Again, I've got no control. I've got no say in the women's setup. I don't know anybody pretty well in the women's setup. But, last year there was a riff. You could see it. They're not going to admit it, but you could see it. It was tough. It was tough from a player coach point of view, from a fan, from me just looking in. So you've got to think this is it. If she can't make finals and she can't do anything with the squad that, as you said, it's been pretty much handpicked for her. By Gary Van Egmont, who knows his shit. It's game over, unfortunately for her. At the Jets, anyway. Believe it or not, at the Jets, anyway.
Yeah.
What else we got?
One of the ex-players last year wanted us sacked.
Just checked. City Vista is
Not
only
the first time we've heard that.
City Vista is only an 18-hour drive from Oakey. Sorted, mate.
Mate, it's only a fucking 18-minute drive from my house. Less than.
If Jets women miss, whatever. Western United have you guys done for women's signings? Well, yeah.
I mean, when you're a brand new club and you're signing fucking Chloe Lagazzo, yeah.
Yeah,
As a Jets fan, we feel like shit because we've been going for nearly fucking 10 and we haven't had. We don't sign that sort of caliber.
Exactly right. Fancy.
We get, oh, hey, Em, you want to come and guest for us for 10 games to keep fit? That's the best we get.
How's about Cass Davis not getting a spot? What do you mean?
Fucking. Did you not see today?
No, what?
She signed with New Lantern.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was done ages ago. Yeah, what?
They only released it. I only saw it today.
Yeah, that was released. But what's the whole... How's about Cass Davis not getting a spot? Spot where? I'm confused. She signed. She was the first person named this season that she signed on for a 10th year or whatever it is. I'm confused. Elliot, help me out. I just don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Confused.
That's with 3 Allens.
Probably hopeful some great players come to A-League Women's. No. For World Cup prep as well. Yeah, well, that would be the plan. That should be the plan, though, right?
Yeah.
That should be the plan. You should be looking at January, which is where they picked up Emily Van Egmont and stuff like that because the season finishes. That's where they should be really looking to pick some quality players up for guest stints for the last 10-game guest stints or some shit, which they should be entitled to. But yeah.
We should be throwing more money at the women's game considering the Women's World Cup.
The Crew only wanted one player and they didn't sign her. Just be on.
That's okay. They've got the player that I want, so I don't care.
Who's that? What you
One
mean?
of the girls I used to go to school with, Alex Sinclair.
No. Murphy played with Gemma in Iceland. There you go. Just rubbed my 2 brain cells together. Newey versus Western United men's 25th of Feb. Lock it in, son. Lock it in. Newey versus Western United women's 26th of Feb. Oh, it's a bender. It's a fucking bender. She's decent. Did someone say Bender and Newey? Happy days, yeah, Benny. Fucking oath. She's decent. Forward. What? Luke forward. Tegan is a mid, not a defender. Righto. Jets will 3 with 3 Allens. If rumours are true, Arnie only tried to get him 10
you
hours.
said the R word.
What's that?
We don't deal in rumours.
Oh, rumours, yeah. Exactly my thoughts, boys. One of the ex-players last year wanted her sacked. Go the Eagles. Warners Bay going through a rebuild. Not one player from last season will return. Well, that's not true.
Cass isn't there.
No, Cass isn't there because she's freaking been bloody bombarded with fuckloads of money and freaking the committee and shit on that freaking in that squad now is bloody ridiculous.
Yeah.
Warners Bay going through a rebuild. Yeah. Montana Matthews, Aubrey owned, scoring goals from 30 metres for fun. There you go, eh? Sign her up. We've still got room, surely. We'll take her on. Anyway, we're going to hit the hour mark. We should have been wrapping it up. So
we haven't even touched the World Cup yet.
We haven't even touched the World Cup.
We haven't even touched the other domestic fucking...
Oh, mate. See, this is what a problem is.
Champions League.
How can you run? How can you run an hour podcast? It's fucking bullshit.
You can't.
I know. So anyway, we're going to friggin' quickly dissect the friggin' Australian squad that was named yesterday, 4 p.m. Few regulars missing out. Some good, some interesting, some ugly. What do we got? So you got Redmayne, Ryan, and Vukovic in goals. You've got Nathaniel Atkinson, Aziz Bajic, Milos Degenak, Thomas Deng, Fran Karasic, Joel King, Kai Rolls, Harry Souter, Bailey Wright in the defence. Midfield is Keanu Bacchus, Cameron Devlin, Ashton Hrustic, Jackson Irvine, Riley McGree, Aaron Moy, and the forwards are Martin Boyle, Jason Cummings, Mitch Duke, Craig Goodwin, Geraint Cole, Matthew Leckie, Owen Mobile, and Jamie McLaren. Did I? Yeah, Leckie. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's the squad. 26, I believe, without counting that again. Can't remember, but I think it's about 26-man squad you can take. Sainsbury missing out is massive, just massive.
That's not the big one for me.
No, it's not the big one for me.
The big one for me is fucking Langerak.
Nah.
Langerak's been on form in Japan for fucking 5 years straight now, and how he does not make that World Cup squad fucking amazes me.
Yeah and no. For
fucking
me,
Ryan's been doing this. Langerak's been doing this.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to take his spot, though, friggin' come World Cup.
Well, you're never going to take it from him because he's the goddamn fucking captain.
Yeah.
Barney's bat boy.
But the biggest thing out of that, for me, is the fact that he weaned him out of retirement. That's the issue. He'd retired from international. It was done. And then Arnie's like, come on, la-di-da, whatever the fuck he said. I'm not going to sit there and fucking say what he didn't say.
Langerak?
What, this is what he said. Arnold is the reason Langerak came out of retirement. He openly said that. He told him.
Said it doesn't mean it's true. Arnie says a lot of things that I wouldn't believe. I mean, this squad is fucking proof of it.
Oh, I don't know. There's not much there you can change. Is there much there that you would change?
There's
share. Who would you bring in? Right. Because this could fucking take some time. Who would you bring? I want you to name me.
Well, okay. First,
no. Stop.
Let's go Sainsbury for a start.
Yeah, no. Listen. I want you to tell me who you would bring into the squad. But not only bring in, who goes out.
All right.
Right, yeah. So if you bring in someone needs to go. Right. Go on. Who? As quick as possible. What have we got? The Philippines women's next year's Sawaki. Big season ahead. The fucking cum dog. Mate, far out. Jaffers to the A League. Let's do it. Wow.
All right, my first one.
Yep.
Sainsbury in.
Yep.
Deng out.
Okay.
Deng out.
Very quick reasoning of why on both sides.
You've got experience, and this doesn't call into question that as much as everyone's turning around going, oh, it's Arnie's boys, let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, Trent Sainsbury is Arnie's fucking son-in-law for a start.
Yep.
So we can't always pull the, it's Arnie's looking after his mates again fucking argument.
Yeah.
You can for some of it, not for Sainsbury in Sainsbury's case. Sainsbury's diet has him looking like Skeletor. He is done. It's got nothing to do with his diet and his physical presence. It's all here. It's all here. The experience in that World Cup squad is slim to none.
That's correct.
You've got to balance it.
But his game time is the issue. He hasn't played minutes.
And I would say the exact same thing with Deng. I would say the same with Deng.
I'm not sure exactly how many minutes Deng has played, but I know Sainsbury's played fuck all.
Deng has had 8 games.
Over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He played 21 for Urawa, 2020, 2021, and he's played 8 for Albrechts Nagayan, who I'm pretty sure were in the second division too.
Yeah, they are. Right, so Sainsbury in, Deng out. Who else?
Vuka out, Langerak in.
Yeah, righto.
Based on purely on his form from Nagoya Grampus.
Righto. Next.
Because I've been following that for 18 months to 3 years now.
You're trying to kill him. Fucking hell. Yeah, keep going.
I'd have sent Josh Cavallo for the bands.
For the banner.
Oh, fuck. He wouldn't come back. He'd get thrown in fucking jail.
Righto, that's 2. Next one. Any more?
Atkinson. For me, it's all about picking the first 11 and then using the rest to balance that experience.
Mm-hmm. Would you have taken? Here's a question. Would you have taken Taggart over Cummings?
To be honest, I wouldn't be able to make a call on that. I haven't been following Taggart closely.
Taggart's been playing pretty well constant football.
Is he still at Suwon?
Yeah.
It's difficult because it's hard to tell for that one. That one's a rough one. You can't exactly, as much as I'd want to drop Qual, but again, that one's been picked by the higher ups, not by Arnie.
Yeah, exactly.
He's obliged to do that.
He has to. Yeah.
Which, you know what? You can't fucking be obliged to.
To be perfectly honest,
you're in charge.
To be perfectly honest, it's probably been part of his contract. It could have been possibly part of his contract signed for Newcastle, because they want him to be exposed.
That's right.
They want, because at the end of the day, Newcastle's not going to hold him for years. They're going to hold him and make money.
No. I understand that, but if you're making deals where you're forced to take a player to the World Cup and there are other players that are just as deserving, based on their form, then fuck me, what hope have we got?
Yeah.
If someone other than the manager or the head coach or whatever the fuck they want to call Graham Arnold's position, if somebody else is behind the strings, even slightly pulling the strings in any of these, fuck me, what hope have we got as a nation?
Yeah.
We're already skating in by the skin of our teeth to fucking be there.
Yeah, majority of the seasons, majority of the World Cups, to be honest.
I don't know, fucking... We gave it a red-hot crack in 2006, and I always said that was always going to be our best chance.
Yeah, but that was our best. There hasn't been another side like that.
Midfield... See, that's the other side of the coin as well. As far as Sainsbury's concerned, would have probably been his last hurrah as well.
He's 29.
The last time you weave in that experience.
What is he, 29?
Because you go 4 years down the track from now.
33.
If he's progressing on the current level that he is, fuck me, he'll probably be retired by then.
Or playing in the A-League.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So get that experience into the young kids now, while you still have the opportunity to.
Yeah. I
just think we're a bit young. I just think we're a bit young at the back. King, Rolls. I haven't really followed Rolls since he moved over to Hearts.
Yep.
King. fucking hell, he's got to have his quota of Sydney FC players, doesn't he? Again,
them and the Coasties, mate.
Rizzo never got a look in. Fucking Ryan Grant never got a look in.
Yeah, so that's an interesting one. Ryan Grant was an interesting.
You know what
one.
I mean? You pick Joel King and Kai Rolls, but you don't look at Ryan Grant or Josh Risdon.
Yeah, Risdon for me is an interesting one.
Who has both got World Cup experience.
Yeah, Risdon for me was an interesting one. Like, he, I don't know. For me, I don't know. For me, picking the squad against the teams that we've got to beat to have any chance of even getting out of that group is like beyond slim to none. You have to take players that are gonna play, I mean, like players that like Qual and shit like that. He's gonna see maybe fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah. If
the game's dead and buried or fucking, I don't know, fucking, we need to fucking make a sub or whatever it is.
But again, you can't put those plans into action. You can't prepare yourself for that if you've got people behind the scenes who are pulling the strings in the team selection.
Yeah, I know.
At that point, you got to work with what you got, sort of thing.
I don't know.
Again, another big one for me is Bailey Wright. I've been screaming for Bailey Wright to be in a Socceroos squad for a fucking long time because he was in there and he was fucking nailed on years ago.
Yep.
And then he just fucking completely dropped off.
Force the tempo.
Now all of a sudden you come crawling back to him.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, what, he's still playing? Is he not still? Last I heard, he was still playing at fucking Sunderland, League One.
Something like that, yeah.
Like, you can tell there are parts of this. He's picked his first 11, and he's gone, where can I fill with the rest?
Yeah.
But he's banking on that first 11 to play all 3 group games without an injury or a hiccup.
Yeah.
Which is unrealistic. You can't.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely a good perspective. I believe that exact same thing. He's looking to play. The 11 will start every week, every game. 3 games, no questions asked. There won't even be... Won't matter how shit they play.
You can pick it. You can pick it. You've got Ryan. You've got Atkinson, Aziz Bayic, Deganek, and fucking Suter.
Yeah.
Your midfield will be fucking Hrustic, Irvine,
McGree,
Moy, and McGree will come off the bench.
Yeah.
And your front 3 will probably be McLaren, Awama Bill, and Matt Leckie.
Yeah, I don't know. You've got to start Boyle.
Again, Boyle as well.
Got to start Boyle. But
you could also,
for me...
Yeah, but you could also, technically speaking, you could also play Boyle as a fucking right wing back.
I'm going to put it out there. And again, shoot me for it, I don't care. But I am not a fan of fucking Mitch Duke. Like, I'm just not a fan. Not a fan at all. His aerial ability is good.
He's flexible as fuck.
He's flexible as fuck. But I don't know. I just find him in every wrong position when they move forward. Like off corners and everything else. Yeah, fantastic. Sit in the fucking penalty spot. Fucking expect the ball to come to your head. Great.
In the A-League, great. At international level, no.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Different ball game.
Yeah, I just don't think he's there. You know what I mean?
He's sort of that player that
20 minutes, half an hour off the bench.
To me, he's a bit like a Viduka.
Mm.
When he plays at club level, great. Yeah. Does all the right things, whatever. You put him in an Australian shirt, and he looks lost. Yeah. Yeah. Like he doesn't. It's like it's a foreign game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just doesn't. Yeah. Again, still, I'd have him over some people. Over some people. I would probably take him at this current stage over Forlaroli, who didn't even get a look in.
Well, see, but friggin' General, yeah, I would take a D'Agostino over fucking Duke. Like, yeah, I don't know, I would.
Knowing that Duke is probably not going to start in that front 3,
no.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would take the bet on an unknown quantity like D'Agostino.
Yeah, skillful, quick,
skillful,
mobile,
quick, fucking real thinker.
Yeah, 100%. I would. Yeah,
and
definitely.
you know what? Instead of playing him up front, I'd play him in more of a attacking mid/false 9.
Mm.
So if you want to flip it, because we generally play with 2 defensive, 2 holdings, and a single central midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to flip the script and go attacking,
yep,
that's where I'd probably pull an Irvine. Let Krustic and like Krustic should be on the left side, but he would be more of a central midfielder.
Yeah.
Have Aaron Moy sit deep as the DLP, and then push D'Agostino higher up. So you invert the triangle.
What about like they've left what's his name? Playing for QPR at the moment.
Luongo.
Right.
Who's not at QPR, is at Middlesbrough.
Oh, Middlesbrough now, yeah. Like...
Again, one of those players that hasn't had a look in for fucking donkeys.
And just experience. His experience is... He's played nearly 300 games in the fucking English game. Like, Jesus. It's
He's up there with Wright, as far as English caps. Like, English domestic caps.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's just interesting. Rogic
was never going to get picked.
He was never going to get picked. He's nowhere near fit enough.
Picked.
I guarantee you he was definitely in the thoughts, and Arnie made a phone call to friggin' Ange and just went, thoughts, and he's like, mate, he's hardly kicked the ball since he left here. When he left here, he wasn't 100% the headspace.
He wasn't on good terms either.
I think leaving was okay. I just don't think his headspace was crash hot.
And from some of the posts I've seen him post in the past 48 hours, fuck mate, you got a big mouth too. You ain't never getting in while Arnie's the manager.
Yeah, I honestly think he was close to giving the game away.
Yeah.
And if you're a player, and if you're saying openly saying that sort of shit, there's no way they're going to pick you. Your head's just not in it. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. Hopefully, fucking Goodwin gets some minutes. I think he deserves fucking again. Like, I've definitely got a soft spot for Craig, but he is just an absolute talent. The fact that he's still playing in the A-League and hasn't decided to jump ship elsewhere.
Yes, I agree with you there, Luke. Jordan Lydon.
Robbed. Jordan Lydon.
Not only Lydon as well, but there's another one that you're missing here. In that fucking same position. And that's Kenny Dougal. As a holding midfielder. Fucking killing it with Blackpool.
But yeah,
and again, doesn't get a look in.
Yeah. No, but
he's gone with the Scottish invasion.
Yeah. Devlin, which again, I don't understand.
Bacchus Devlin, yes. Devlin's been playing well. I've been keeping tabs on him, and fucking Benny Ogland's been keeping fucking tabs on him too for me over the past 12 months.
Yeah.
But again, Bacchus, he started okay. He started good at St Mirren. Worthy over Kenny Dougal, who's been smashing it with Blackpool in the Championship for 2 years. I'm going to go no. Both holding midfielders.
Yep. Yeah, look, it's an interesting one. There's plenty of players there that could have definitely got a look in. There's blokes there that...
You look at your defenders, it's obvious. He's picked Karasic over both Ryan Grant and Rizzo.
I think it's the one... It's only gone the one left back, is that right? Did I read that right, didn't I? Looking at that squad.
No, Joel King's a left back.
Joel King's a left back. Yeah, right.
So you got Bajic. You've got Bajic and King.
The plan was...
Atkinson can play right back, but he can also play centre back.
The plan was...
Lyon got released by Swindon. Yeah, I know.
His plan was to take 2 of each. At a minimum.
Yeah. That's
right?
that's standard.
Well, you would think so. Not for fucking Arnie, it's not.
Centre backs, you've got what? Kyrol, Suter, Wright, Deng, Deganek.
Deganek can play on the wide out wide as well.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. Not with that. I'd be more inclined to play Atkinson in a wider position than I would Deganek.
Yeah.
You need Deganek as that. Deganek is your experience in that back line.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
He's your Sainsbury.
Yeah. But yeah, look, we can sit here and go on and on about it. Everyone's not overly happy with it. At the end of the day, it's not our job to pick the squad. Thank fuck.
At the end of the day, the manager who's employed to fucking do this job is probably not the one that's picking the fucking squad either, let's be fair.
100%, at least the majority of it, 100%.
Unfortunately, though, when we do get absolutely belted during the group stages, he's the one that's going to cop all the flack for it.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And look, to be perfectly
Do I think
honest...
Arnie's time is done as national team manager after this World Cup? I would go yes.
Honestly, I hope so for his sake.
I hope he's the one that gets to make the choice himself.
Because he's not a shit coach. So this is the thing. Like,
no, he's not.
So many people give him crap, and the way we play football is shit. La-di-da. Got us to a World Cup. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, he can only guide the players. He can only friggin' do so much within.
People said the same thing about Postecoglou all those years ago in 2010.
Yeah.
And fuck me. Now in Scotland, he's considered the fucking messiah.
Kevin Muscat, new next Australian coach.
Fuck no.
Heard it here first.
I would have fucking Popper over Muscat.
So your boy's going to take over the national team. Oh,
fuck
mate.
No.
Not a chance in hell. No, thank
you.
you.
Not a chance in hell.
No thanks. I don't want any part of it. Arnie and the boys
again, because they'd look at me, say that I'm inexperienced, and then they'd be fucking picking the squad anyway. So I'd be in the same fucking problem he is.
Yeah. Arnie's more than capable to fuck that up on his own. He doesn't need more help.
Difference is that Arnie won't be muzzled.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
If Arnie not happy, Arnie will open his mouth and he'll drop people in shit for it.
100% he will.
He doesn't give a shit.
No, that is definitely one of his traits. So yeah, look, there's plenty of time to see what happens. The boys and that'll be heading over there shortly, you'd imagine, to start preparation. Hopefully they've got a couple of games lined up. Not 100% sure if they have, but you would imagine they would. France first up. Like, thank fuck for that. Like, I seen the draw come out and was like, fuck. And then I seen the fixtures released and seen that we had France first, and I was like, couldn't have, like a kid in a candy shop. Couldn't have been any happier. I'm like, thank Christ we can knock this out over.
Yeah, that's the game you want
and
first.
Be done. Yeah, 100%. You do not want to be sitting there frigging
you know what it
game
reminds
3.
me of? Netherlands 2006.
Yeah.
Let's get it over and done with straight away.
Yeah, you don't
and then
be...
Timmy Cahill scores that fucking cracker.
Yeah, over the head volley. You don't want to be sitting. You don't want to be sitting in game 3, knowing you've got to beat France by fucking 6 goals or some shit to try and have any chance.
Well,
of
France are generally my dark horse at a World Cup. It's no mistake. I've always generally said France. Whether I choose them or not for this World Cup will determine on how they play against Australia in that first game.
We're going to belt the French. Bash the frogs over the pond. Yeah, look, it'll be hard. It's going to be interesting.
I don't think so.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. A lot of the squads are now getting released. Brazil's squad is nuts, and God, they've left out some talent.
Yeah. Belgium's is the same.
Bobby Firmino not even getting a freaking look in. Like, that'll fucking do me.
Yeah.
Like, he's been killing it. And I'm like, right.
Have you seen the Belgian squad?
Oh, yeah, it's next
Fuck
level.
Me. Fuck me.
Mate, you reckon that's freaking bad? Take a look at the possibilities. I don't think it's been released yet. But the German squad that could possibly be produced for this World Cup is going to be mental. And
I've also seen some of the names that have put their hands up saying they will not be going to the World Cup. And me, that team would belt Australia.
Yeah, there's some big names that ain't going to make the freaking trip. But
yeah, fucking Cruz is one of them.
But Germany, mate, Germany's squad, mate, they're going to look good for the next two. This World Cup and the next World Cup at least. They got some fucking great young kids coming through that through the squad at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see as we get closer and the teams start to get announced. We'll have a World Cup segment sort of thing, and
we'll do the pool.
We'll do a pool, and we'll do we'll have a dissect sort of the squads and where we think each team's at and progressing through the group and whatever and stuff like that. So we'll do all that of where we think each country will finish up, and as I said, who's going to progress through the tournament and what have you. But yeah, anyway, that's it. We're going to friggin' wrap it up there. We'll quickly We'll quickly finish on the game that will be happening this weekend, Saturday, 5 p.m. kickoff, another family-friendly match at McDonald Jones Stadium. Kids on the pitch after the game, absolute fantastic. It's great to see.
Doing that now.
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic to see the fans getting so much interaction with the players, and the players actually hanging around to sort of sign some autographs, take some photos, etc. Is where a couple of years ago it used to be an absolute shit show and a dog's breakfast trying to get somebody's to shake your hand or something like that at the end of the game, or a high five or something like that. It's good to see that Shane and the team are really looking out for the fans to try and get them into the game, and like what not better way, get the kids on after the game for a kick. It's free for 12 and under. Membership prices aren't that friggin' ridiculous. And, let's be honest, other than the 2 games we've played so far, we started well. So, 1 game to go before the break. Try and get there before the couple of weeks off while the International World Cup happens. The A-League's women, fuck me, I'm never gonna get it. We'll be going ahead during the World Cup, so be sure to get down there for that. We'll touch more about that next week and leading into the World Cup, obviously. But yeah, other than that, get down there. Unfortunately, I'll be working, so if anyone needs some tickets, let me know, because we won't be going. But I'll be watching on TV, and yeah, enjoy your A-League. Obviously, the guys in here that don't go for the Jets, Jen Will, Melbourne Victory, Benny's here for Western United. So yeah, good luck to those guys, whoever they're playing. No idea.
Australia. Fuck me, I need to wash my mouth out now.
Congratulations to him. He went about it the hard way.
Oh yeah, congrats for winning the fucking J-League and doing it the hard way.
He went about it the hard way, but he got there in the end, and another title for the Aussies. The Aussies giving him
do I think he's national team management yet? No.
No, he needs another stint in Belgium.
No, he needs another stint in Europe.
Stint in Belgium. That was a fantastic stint. He needs to rejuvenate his Belgium career. But yeah, good on him. He killed it. He finally got the result, the win, the title, and so forth. After should have happened.
Doing it the hard way.
Should have had it weeks ago. But anyway, we won't go into that.
Yeah, he had chances.
It gives the fans a reason to stay for the full 90 minutes. 100%. It does. Yeah, get your memberships, guys. That's the biggest thing. Doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you support. Get your membership. Support your local club. As I said, whether it be Benny and Western United, Genwell with Melbourne Victory, or whoever else you support, and you're in here listening to us.
It's not the coast.
Absolutely, fuck the coast. But yeah, at the end of the day, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. We do thank you guys for jumping on and listening to us ramble on for a good hour and a bit. We will dissect the Champions League draw, the Europa League draw. Might even have a crack and have a look at the friggin' the cup draw.
What's the one that you forgot?
The cup draw, the conference as well.
Thank you.
We'll touch on that. Who's in that one, Benny? I couldn't even tell you.
I've got it up now, and there's some fucking interesting ones.
We'll dissect
Sheriff Tiraspol, Ludogorets, Bodo Glimt, Dnipro, CFR Cluj, Qarabag, fucking Partizan, Braga, Fiorentina, Anderlecht, Lazio,
West Ham,
Basel, Trabzonspor.
Hammers are in there?
Huh?
The Hammers there?
Nah.
No, they must be in Europa. I haven't looked at it.
Must be in Europa.
I haven't looked at it. I can't remember. I did look at it, but I can't remember where it was now.
I did have it up, but
Anyway, we'll touch on that.
I had a good laugh.
We've got plenty of time to dissect that, considering those fixtures aren't due until, I think, February next year. So it's the longest wait for a Champions League, Europa League break ever. At least all these guys that are getting injured through the World Cup have got plenty of time to sort their shit out fully.
Stop it, Jen. Well, it's only taken him 12 months to do something.
Big up Troy Deeney. Good on him. Good him. They're through to the round of 16. Oh, there you go. Going to win the conference. Yeah, could have.
Not what it fucking said there.
But hasn't even got the right conference up.
Probably last year's.
Oh, shit. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. No,
it's not last year's. No, it said it was drawn on the 7th of this month.
Big shout out to Gabriel Mark, optometrist, as I didn't mention, unfortunately, in this episode. At Jesmond, be sure to go get all your eye care needs from those guys if you are local. If you're not, let us know what you need. Anyway. Let us know what you need when you're up here on tour. Be sure to jump in and see them then. Let them know I told you to go there. Other than that, guys, we will see you guys next week for another episode. We'll dissect the game that was against Melbourne City. We'll talk a bit more international football, Champions League, etc. and so forth, and whatever shit happens in the next week. And anyway, right, guys, take it easy.
Discuss the All Access.
We'll talk about the All Access. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. I haven't watched any of them yet. I might have to watch this one. Anyway, guys, big shout out to Benny for jumping on as always. Thanks again, mate.
Always a pleasure.
No worries, mate. If you haven't checked out Benny's stuff on Corner Flags Games YouTube channel, be sure to go check it out. If you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, go do so now. Jump on our Facebook page. You can also find us on Anchor, Apple, Spotify, and pretty much what's the other one? Twitch is the other one I was thinking of. As well.
Apple, Google.
Spotify, oh, that's right. That's right. Apple come back to the party. Happy days.
No, it was Google.
It's Google. Sorry, Google. Yeah, Google that come back. So you can pretty much find us anywhere now, guys. Freaking if Ben uploads it.
They get uploaded in bulk. Now.
Up in bulk. Now Ben just finds 5 minutes.
We get like 3 in and I go, oh shit, I better do those, and I do all 3 in the one night.
Absolutely. Other than that, take it easy, guys. We'll see you guys next week. And as always, because I can now freaking do it from here.
We hate Coast Scum.
There it is. Oh, I did it. It just worked on my end.
So that one's working for the stream deck.
It worked on my. It worked on my end. So I pressed it. I said it and then pressed it and went, fuck, it's not going to work. And then, I heard it anyway. I don't know if anyone else did.
No, they would have.
If I heard it, surely those guys did.
Yeah, they would have. Because they're local files.
Let's just give them a round of applause. Thanks. Because we can. Big shout out to you guys. Yeah, if it works, happy days. Cheers, newbie, the king of lurk. We'll speak to you guys real soon and take it easy for now. See you guys. Thanks heaps.